you think you lost? Preparation. Defense. In 1988, I was thinking this when I was watching y'all play. In 1988, John Thompson was the head coach for the Olympic team. And so they select all these young coaches. In 1988, I was the head coach at Washington State University. I was 31 years old. And I go out there and I watch them work out. Greg Anthony from UNLV, Gary Payton from Oregon State, Sean Elliott from Arizona. Best players in the country, 1988 Olympic team. And that team went to Seoul, Korea. And that was the last year that college players represented the United States in the Olympics. Starting in 1992, they had the Dream Team. So somebody said, well, up to that point, all the way back to late 1950s, when Bill Russell was playing in the University of San Francisco, Oscar Robertson was the University of Cincinnati. The United States had never lost an international game in basketball until 1988.
Wow.
And the reason why they lost is when they started playing those Lithuanian teams, like Jokic from Denver Nuggets. Their team was like that. They were really smart. Every time they drove and the defense collapsed, they always passed. Every shot they shot was wide open. Whereas the United States players, they would drive, somebody would collapse, they would move the ball around to get a shot off, and then when they would miss it, they look at the referee and want to know where the foul is. So when I watched y'all play today, I thought about the 1988 Olympic team. You guys don't play team basketball. You don't pass. The only way you can be an effective team on offense is the ball's got to go from one side of the floor to the other, back to the original side. Then when you attack, someone's always going to be open. The worst offensive teams play on the front side, first side. That's our best defensive games when college. This is the reason why we beat Arizona or Illinois or Syracuse when we beat those teams. Whoever brings the ball down the floor, if the guy that brings the ball down the floor shoots it, that team's never going to win. Ever. Ever.
Wow.
Because those are always going to be hard shots. Because the defense hasn't moved. They're loaded. But when you come down on one side, the ball gets to the other side, then back to the front side, the defense goes from here to here to here to here. Now you got holes to drive. And when you drive, that's when you find open people. But your team don't pass. Y'all take hard shots. Hard shots. You see those rings in there? I've coached 19 teams that played in the NCAA tournament. We probably won 50-some games. Final fours, Elite Eights. I've never had anybody average more than 17 points a game. Ever. I've never had anybody average 17 points a game. I had a kid on my team this year who will be one of the top 8 picks in the draft. It'd be a lottery pick. You know how many points a game he averaged? 11. Ain't nobody trying to recruit guys to shoot all the balls.
I told you.
Ain't nobody trying to recruit guys. As a matter of fact, I hope he plays on the team that we play against. Because we're going to beat your ass. Because you don't know how to win.
There you go.
So basketball is not a game of 1 on 5. It's a game of 5 on 5. You know, big man, raise your hand. Yeah. When you go down the floor, you never touch it, do you? Well, then you have to be an offensive rebounder. So if the coaches can't get the players to pass, then you've got to, because the guys that are doing all the shots, they miss a lot. So every time they shoot, that's a pass to you. You know what I'm saying? Every time they shoot, because they miss 60% of their shots on good days. because of the shots they take are so hard, they're going to miss 65% of them. My best lead scorer this year was Marcus Sasser. Marcus Sasser. He's 6 foot tall. He's got a 6'8" wingspan now. He's got huge hands. He averaged 4.5 assists a game. 4.5 assists a game. Shot 40% from the 3. Shot 44% from the 2. Those are good numbers. But most of the shots were wide open because his team created them for him. Marcus never came down, unless we were on a fast break and the defense was below the 3-point line. He never shot on the first side because he wanted to win. You know, I think that's the most difficult thing about playing on a summer basketball team or an AAU team. Everybody's got different agendas.
Yeah.
Some guys want to shoot all the balls, and some guys get mad because they don't shoot all the balls. So all of a sudden you have fissures in your team. So most of you guys' basketball career is going to end at 18.
Yeah.
Most of you will end at 18. Now your dream is to play forever, but there's 60 picks in the NBA draft. This year alone, there's 780 kids that put their name in the draft. Now, if those 60 names, 60 spots in the draft, 17 of them will go to European kids. So really, there's not 60. There's about 45, 44. So out of 700 and some American kids, only 44 will get drafted. So what's the rest of them going to do? Go to G League? Well, as a 20-year-old in the G League, you're playing against mostly 28, 29, 30-year-old guys that's going to beat your ass if you don't pass it to them. They're going to intimidate you because they're trying to put food on the table for their kids. And you're a kid yourself. That's a hard existence in the G League. So play the game the right way, man. You guys don't play the game the right way. Your shot selection is horrible. When I say horrible, we never lose to teams like y'all. The teams that beat us are the teams that play like us. The last 4 times we lost in the NCAA tournament, we lost to Kentucky by 2, Villanova by 3, Miami this year. But those teams, boy, they play team ball. They pass to each other. So it's hard to win games. It's hard to win championships. But when I recruit a kid, I check his basketball IQ up. Kids with high basketball IQ pass the ball and they cut. Kids with high basketball IQ, when they drive the ball, when it collapses, they always pass. Well, you guys made a play today. You drove it and passed to the corner for a wide open shot, right? So shooting the shot, what did that guy do? He drove and turned it over. That's low basketball IQ. Shoot when you're open, pass when you're not. Somebody asked me one time, Coach, why do your teams always have great chemistry? Because we shoot when we should shoot and we pass when we should pass. Simple. Basketball is a simple game. It's not complicated. Now, players and parents and coaches and referees and media, they'll screw this game up. But as players, just remember it's a simple game. Try to get by your man. You got 2 dribbles. There was one possession. Which one's number 27? You dribbled the ball 19 times and passed it to you. You dribbled it 16 times, and then the shot clock went off.
Yeah.
That might have been the worst offensive possession I've ever seen in my life. That's 35 dribbles. And nobody touched it but you 2. Mm-hmm. That can't happen, man. If y'all did that in my practice, I might beat your ass. I'm joking.
No, Coach, you serious?
But no, that would never happen. Basketball is a game of 5-on-5. One person can't shoot all the balls, and sure can't do all the dribbling. So you guys got to figure it out. Coaches got to figure it out. You know, when I see basketball like that, that's as much on the coaches as it is the players. Somebody got to teach these dudes how to play, man. Pass the damn ball. If I was on this team, I'd be looking at going to another team. Some of you guys don't even touch it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all parents?
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm saying? So, but have fun playing the game. Big man, you can get a scholarship whether they ain't gonna pass it to you, but you can get a scholarship doing one thing. Rebound the ball. Every time they shoot, the ones that doing all the shooting, what I saw today, they missed most of their shots. So every time it's a shot, it's a pass to you, right? Go rebound the ball. They're giving you a great opportunity to show what you're good at. I got guys, I think I've had 21 kids get drafted in the NBA. It's amazing how many of them get drafted because somebody's got to get missed shots, right? Right? Somebody's got to get missed shots. They pay you a lot of money to rebound and run the floor if you're big enough.
There you go.
So if you're a big man on the team where they don't pass the ball, you got a chance. I would recruit you if you get every rebound.
Wow.
But there's a difference in playing hard versus competing. You know, good teams compete. Average teams play hard. So keep your heads up. Play hard.
This is real. This is not YouTube. This is real. Real. You came from real, man.
Well, most coaches are
not
afraid
YouTube.
to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
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 They're afraid to tell you the truth. I'm not.
Raw deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, you got a couple of dudes that shoot all the balls, don't pass to nobody. Ain't fun to watch. But you can be pretty good. Pretty good. Number 27, you're a talented little dude. If you put two guys in the corners, lift your four-man and just play them. You're left-handed, right? Because nobody's going to send you to your right hand. There's nobody you play against can guard. So you get to your left hand all day. So lift the guy behind him and put him and let him roll. And if his man stays on you, pass it to him every time. And as you're rolling, if they pass it to you, if the guy off the corner helps on you, pass it to him. And then when he shoots it, based on what I've seen, he's probably going to miss it. Go get the rebound. You got it? Basketball's a simple game. It ain't hard. Here, let me show you guys something. Come in this room. I don't do this for everybody. Y'all caught me on the right day.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Yo, let's go, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
So y'all walking slow. This is what I'm talking about.
I need my $1,000 too, bro.
Man.
Yeah, look at you.
Don't step like that.
Cheers and yeah. So scared. Sip your sand. Sip your sand.
What's your first name? What? Joshua. All right. Joshua, I want you to start on the nail. Every free throw line has a nail. That's how they line it up at the front of the rim. So when they build a basketball court to make sure that the free throw line is centered to the front of the rim, they put a nail there, then they draw this circle around. It's called a key. You guys knew that? Of course you did. All right. Joshua, what's your first name? Huh? Jameer. Okay, this is Jameer. Josh, what's your last name?
Clark.
Okay, this is Joshua Clark. Who's your foreman?
Nadone plays for.
Nadone. Who's Nadone?
Nadone.
How many rebounds you get today? 4. With all them missed shots you ain't get before a rebound?
Thank you very much.
Huh? What you doing? Mad because you didn't get no balls passed to you? I don't blame you on that, but damn, you got a rebound, man. All right, this is Clark. What's your first name? Nado. All right, N, right? All right, we're gonna lift you here. Who's the other two guards?
You got Javon?
You want Dre, you're here. Damn, y'all got a lot of J's. Who's the other wing?
AB.
Where's AB? Abram, you're here. See that set right there? We're gonna come up and set a ball screen here. You're gonna get to your left hand. See how the floor's spaced? The guy that's guarding him is gonna get here as he rolls. Now the guy guarding this guy and this guy, as he rolls, if this guy takes it, you gotta throw the ball here. You see what I'm saying? As he rolls, if he takes it, you gotta throw it here. Now, if he stays on him and he rolls, go to the basket and score. If his man comes to him, pass it here. So it's about making the right play. It's not about making a play. You know, you guys know how many people, what the population of the United States is? Anybody know? There's 335 million people that live in the United States. 335 million. I give this talk to my kids sometimes. It's like shooting. Shooting is not an equal opportunity position. Who's the best shooter on the team? You? Okay, well that doesn't mean you get to shoot all the balls. Who's the second best shooter on the team? Okay, who's the third best shooter on the team?
I'll say AB.
How many shots did you get today? One or two?
Two.
How many shots you get? Six. How many you make? Three. You don't shoot them out. Your percentage is pretty good. But shooting is not an equal opportunity position. Now some of you guys can't shoot. The worst thing you can do is encourage a bad shooter to keep shooting. Now I encourage you to keep practicing. You got to practice before you can shoot. But create and right play. The one thing I know about high school ball at you guys' age is they're either going to switch. If the 5-man switches on to you, you can beat him all day, can't you? Yeah, because you're a good player. You're going to get by him. But when you get by him, this guy's going to come at you. Or this guy's going to come at you. Or this guy's going to come at you. Play with your head up. Some guys look, but they never see. Just like some guys hear, but they never listen. So when you turn a corner, don't just look, see. You know what you're looking for? An open man. Now, if this guy doesn't help off, as you come and nobody's taking you, you're going to your left hand. That's your strength. Get into paint more and shoot less jump shots. Does that make sense? But now when he turns the corner, if he's open, you got to shoot that ball. Your man, as you roll, is going to go try to block the shot. Now it puts you in a position to do what? Puts you in a position to do what? No, if he shoots it. Rebound. If he goes and tries to block the shot and he don't block it and that ball gets on the rim, you got to go get every rebound. You guys play out of that set. Now, the counter to that is this. Now we're going to take off 4-man here, 5-man setting the screen, 2, 3. Now as he sets the screen and rolls, now you're going to lift behind him. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Run those two things next game. Put the ball in his hands, but let him make the right play. Then you go to the corner. When you come run the point, now we're going to go the other way because you're right-handed. You got it? Now you put the 4-man on this side. As he rolls, he lifts. And then you lift him away from his strong hand. And about every 3 or 4 possessions, that's 33% of the time. 33% of the time, your big man's got to touch the ball. So, what's the name of y'all's team?
Dream Elite.
Huh?
Dream Elite.
Dream Elite. Dream? Dream Elite. Well, let's see if Dream Elite can play better. Let's see if Dream Elite can play better. You know, nobody keeps stats in these games, right?
No.
Nobody keeps stats. So there's 335 million people in America. That means there's about 335 million people in America don't care whether you shoot all the balls or not. So learn to be a team player.
Coach, what about defensively? Because it's one I've always talked to these guys about that. It makes it very difficult for them to get a scholarship, especially at U of H. Your demand on being a hell of a on-the-ball defender especially if you're a guard.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something these
You guys
kids,
see those plaques up there? What's that plaque on the left? We're number one in the United States at what? What's that plaque for? Defensive field goal percentage, right? What year is that? Huh?
322.
I just got one the other day. What does that one say?
read it, man. Please, somebody read it. I can't see it.
Field goal percentage for defense.
So what does that mean? That means that the teams we play against, they average shooting 36% for the game.
Wow.
And the teams that struggle against us is when one player shoots all the balls. We are undefeated against those teams. Those teams never beat us. Teams that pass the ball from side to side, penetrate, and then move it again. That's the thing that makes Denver so good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody's the ball, and they win. So you got to ask, what is your why? Why are you playing? Score all the points, shoot all the balls, or are you in it to do this? Win. Because you're not winning playing the way you're playing, right? It's a fact. So something's got to change. Something's got to change. You know, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. No, it ain't never gonna change. You're gonna lose all your games if you don't learn to play as a team. But in defense is nothing that can be talked about. It's just effort.
Here we go.
It's just like rebounding. You know, you should average 15 rebounds a game. If you don't, you're either soft or lazy.
Or both.
Yeah. If you're soft and either soft or lazy, either one, you're not going to get any rebounds. Then the last thing is this, and you guys can go. Is this is the thing that all my teams play with, is they play with great passion, and they play for each other. Play hard, have fun, and talk.
Yep.
You can always hear a good team. You never hear bad teams. Bad teams don't say a word. I can tell a good team as soon as we step on the court and play a team. Remember last year we played University of Virginia at Virginia. There was 15,000 people at that game. The only thing you could hear was my team.
Wow.
You could hear them
Wow.
talking to each other, encouraging each other. Defense, extra pass, rebound, just constantly talking. It's like they were out there by themselves, but they're on national TV in front of 15,000 people. But you guys are young. You've done nothing wrong. You just got to learn this stuff. How old are you?
16.
Yeah. You're good. All of you are good. You're young. Learn from your mistakes. Best thing can happen to you is make mistakes. You see that ladder over there? I used to be the head coach at University of Oklahoma, and my AD, athletic director, sent me that ladder. Can you read what's on that letter? What's that letter say?
Congratulations. I hope you need to use this a lot during your journey as a Houston Cougar.
You know what that means? Yeah. You guys see those banners in that wall down there? We've been here 9 years and we've put up 11 banners. We've won 7 championships. We've been to 6 different NCAA tournaments. Last year we spent 8 weeks as the #1 team in the nation. #1 team in the nation. Right here in that gym. Practice there every day. We play with passion. We understand exactly why. But every one of those guys went through moments that you're going through now. So don't be afraid to make a mistake. Just don't make the same mistake twice. But see that ladder over there? I was going to make this point. See that first step down there? You know what that first step represents? Failure. Every team I've ever coached failed at some point. But you've got to fail your way into success, because you can't follow your way in there. You're going to fail now. You're going to fail. But you got to learn from it. Like some of the things I said today. Some of you guys, all of you hear me, some of you listen to me, and some of you don't. The ones that aren't listening, I'm not talking to you anyway. I'm only talking to the ones that are listening. So if you're pissed off about what I'm saying, it's okay. You'll get over it. You always do. What you gonna do? Get mad and do something to me? No, that doesn't matter to me. But somebody is listening to me, and that's the one I'm talking to. If there's only one in here doing it, then it's worth my time. All of you ain't got to pay attention to me. I don't care about that. But one of you is. Might be you. Might be you. I don't know. But all I need is one. If I can make a difference in one kid's life, and this little 15-minute exercise we did is worth my 15 minutes. You guys got it?
Yeah.
All right. I see you play again. I'm going to see the one that was listening. The ones that ain't listening, you ain't going to change because you don't believe what I'm saying. That's all right. I'm at the KMA stage of my career. You know what that means? You don't like what I say, what I do, you kiss my ass.
Absolutely.
That's a good thing about being as old as I am.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But the one that was listening, you're gonna make a change and you're gonna help your team. That's what it's all about anyway. Help your team, man. Be a better team. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Dream elite.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Jay, say thank you to Coach, man. On behalf of,
Good luck to you guys.
What?
Good luck to you guys. Good luck to you guys. I've been knowing this one since he was 7 years old. How old are you now? 15. 15? Yeah, shit, you're still a young buck. Come on, man. A big time. A little man.
I appreciate it, Coach.
All right. All right,
Yeah,
fellas.
Coach.
All right, fellas, y'all be good.
Tell Coach on behalf of the Dream Elite, man.
You're welcome, fellas.
Coach, I love you, man, as usual.
I got something from that too.
You know I'm good. You know I did
That was good. I'm glad you taped it.